Want to know what's really driving the surge in income protection and why it matters now more than ever? Well, we are seeing significant growth across the market, but the real story goes deeper than just the numbers. We're unpacking the key trends shaping the protection landscape and what they mean for advisors and clients alike. I'm Stephen Aldi, the Content Associate at the IPTF, and to help make sense of it all, I'm joined by Emma Morris, Senior Consultant at NMG Consulting, who leads on protection market modelling and strategy. Let's get straight into it, shall we? Firstly, tell us who NMG are and what's this video collaboration with the IPTF all about?
Perfect. So NMG Consulting, we're a strategy consultancy firm focusing purely in the financial services sector. So everything we do is either insurance, reinsurance, assets, or wealth management. So as well as doing all of our strategy work, we have a large part of our business, which is probably what we're going to be talking more about today, which is our insights and analytics work. So in the protection space in particular, we have a large ongoing market sizing program, which really gives us the what is happening in the market. And then we supplement that with our advisor interview program, really giving us the why, understanding some of the trends that we see come through. So that's NMG. And then we decided to bring this collaboration with IPTF to really bring together some of the trends that we're seeing in the income protection market, bring some of the learnings that we've seen, and really talk about how we can continue to grow this ever evolving and exciting part of the market.
Fantastic, Emma. And let's start with the data, that bigger picture. What are some of the standout trends from your latest research have you seen?
Yeah, so it's looking really positive for the income protection space. If we just look at the data, first of all, and I guess probably worth prefacing that when we're talking through the numbers here, what we're focusing on is within the intermediated part of the market. So we're not looking at direct or also single tied business. And the income protection market has seen really strong growth over the last couple of years, but in particular in 2024. The market for IP was up 19% from 2023. Quite outperforming the total protection landscape, where we saw similar growth of 5%.
So it's great to see income protection on the rise. But what has been the driving shift of this, this market share jump from 9% to 14% in just 3 years?
So I think there's been a number of contributing factors, and I think it's really clear that pretty much all participants in the industry are really focusing on wanting to see this increased growth in income protection. We're seeing an increase in awareness and demand from consumers. We're also seeing advisors telling us they're wanting to be writing more income protection. If we think back to the most recent cycle of our interview program we did, I think around 35 to 40% of the advisors we spoke to said that yes, they want to increase their IP business over the next 12 months, which was the largest we saw of all the products. So we're really seeing that focus come through from the consumers and also advisors, but we're also seeing a really big push from the insurers in the market. There's lots of product developments happening, really trying to increase accessibility and make sure there's a relevant and appropriate IP product for everyone. And obviously we can't discount really positive impact that the likes of IPTF is having in driving this growth as well.
And what about the confidence or the consistency in the market? You mentioned about that there's new firms entering this space, but many are still, writing relatively small volumes. What does that tell us about the confidence and consistency in the market currently?
Yeah, so I think it shows that we do have this cohort of advisors that are starting to write income protection for the first time in 2024, which is great to see. But as you said, those advisors still make up a very small portion of the total IP sales being written across the market as a whole. So I think it does show you've got advisors testing it out for the first time. Hopefully we will start seeing that consistency more so going forward as they increase their familiarity with these products and having these conversations with their clients. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that we're just seeing these advisors only write small amounts. I guess almost have to start somewhere. I think this is now a real opportunity in the market for these advisors. They've tested it out once, hopefully had a positive experience for both them and their clients, and now continue to do so and increase their confidence going forward.
Looking ahead, what is the most important thing we can do as an industry to support the right kind of growth? Growth that's sustainable and in the client's best interest.
I'd say continued awareness and really bringing income protection to the forefront of conversations, not only between advisors and consumers, but also just between anyone in the industry. So making sure that IP is in all conversations with insurers, advisors, the portals, the comparison sites. There's a lot they're doing in this space as well. But really having those conversations, helping as many participants in this industry really understand the intricacies of the market. I think the more we understand the product, the easier it will be to sell it and have these conversations, but also make sure the growth is in the best interest of our clients.
Thank you so much for your time. It's a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for watching. If you'd like more education, collaboration and insights, and to view the market data from NMG, then head over to the IPTF's website, iptf.co.uk, to do so. Thanks for watching.